Marcus was singing with his guitar on the street corner, but no one was stopping. Despite playing for hours, there were only a few dollars in his hat. Just then, a man stopped and began to listen. June 15th, 2019, Saturday afternoon. Venice Beach, one of Los Angeles's famous areas, had its usual lively atmosphere along the ocean parallel walkway. Street artists, vendors, tourists, locals, while everyone lived in their own world, young artists chasing their dreams were also trying their luck here. Marcus Thompson, a 22-year-old young musician, was performing in the small area at the corner of 3rd Street, across from Starbucks, as he did every day since early morning. With his worn acoustic guitar, weathered black hat, and the small cardboard sign in front of him reading "Original Songs, Dreams for Sale," he hoped for some attention from passers-by. Marcus came from Phoenix, Arizona. He had grown up in a small town and had carried his love for music since childhood. After high school, he decided to come to Los Angeles instead of university. His dream was simple: to be recognized through his music and make a living this way. But reality was much harder. He had been living here for 2 years and still, as his father Jim said, was begging on the streets. He had lost his family's support because he wouldn't give up his insistence on making music. He lived in a small studio apartment, worked at a pizzeria at night, and sang on the streets during the day. That Tuesday, the sun was overhead and it was quite hot. Marcus had been playing for about 5 hours, but there were only $12.35 in his hat. He was feeling hungry, but didn't want to stop his performance.
Marcus was singing his self-written song, Wandering Soul, that day. The lyrics were inspired by his own story, walking down these endless streets, chasing dreams that few can see, with my guitar and hopes so high, wondering if I'm meant to fly. His voice was strong and sincere. He played guitar quite well, too. But people seemed invisible. Most were walking by, looking at their phones. Some heard the music and paused for a moment, but then continued on their way. When a young couple passed by, the girl said to her boyfriend, "His song was nice," but the guy said, "Come on, we'll be late," and pulled her away. An elderly woman had stopped, listened for a minute, and put $1 in his hat. "You have a beautiful voice, son," she had said. Marcus thanked her, but the woman had already left. As noon approached, the crowd increased, but nothing changed for Marcus. People were rushing by, lost in their own worlds. Marcus started his song, Lonely Highway. This was also one he wrote, a more melancholy piece. "On this lonely highway, I sing my song, hoping someone hears me, hoping I belong. But the world keeps moving, and I'm standing still, chasing after dreams, climbing uphill." Just then, a man walking slowly through the crowd heard Marcus's song. Baseball cap, sunglasses, black t-shirt, and jeans. He had an ordinary appearance. The man first hesitated. The beauty of the song's melody caught his attention. Then he took a few more steps closer to hear Marcus's voice more clearly. Keanu Reeves was just taking a walk that day. He had too many things on his mind lately. New film projects, media intensity, constantly increasing responsibilities. He preferred coming to Venice Beach to get away from this intensity a bit. But Marcus's voice had stopped him. There was such sincerity in the song, such a mixture of loneliness and hope, that Keanu couldn't ignore it. Marcus finished Lonely Highway and moved on to another song, City of Angels. This song was about the story of young artists chasing their dreams in Los Angeles. In the City of Angels, dreams collide. Some will soar, some will hide, but I'll keep singing till my voice runs dry. In this City of Angels, beneath the sky. Keanu lowered his hat a bit more and began listening to Marcus more carefully. After Marcus finished his song, he was tuning his guitar strings. At that moment, he noticed that a man had stopped and was listening to him. "Hello," Marcus said shyly. "Did you want something?" Keanu approached. "These songs, do you write them yourself?" "Yes," Marcus said, a bit surprised. "They're all songs I wrote myself."
Really? They're very beautiful. How long have you been playing on the street? Marcus paused. Why was this man so interested? About 2 years. I'm trying to make a living through music. Do you have any studio recordings? No. I mean, I make simple recordings at home, but professional studios are too expensive. Keanu nodded. More people should hear these songs. Marcus smiled. I hope so someday. Are you from LA? No, I came from Arizona, from Phoenix. Do you have family here? Marcus's face darkened a bit. No, they don't really support my music making. They constantly say, get a real job. When Keanu heard this story, his heart ached. He remembered his own youth years. He too hadn't been supported by his family and had faced difficulties while chasing his acting dreams. What do you do to live? Do you make a living just by playing on the street? No, I work at a pizzeria at night, a small pizzeria in Little Italy. I work until 3 a.m., then come home and sleep a bit, then come here in the afternoon. Tiring life. Yes, but I have no other choice. Music is my life. If I don't do this, I'm not myself. Keanu looked around. People were still passing by Marcus. How long have you been writing these songs? About 4 years? I started in high school. I have nearly 30 songs so far. Are they all this good? Marcus was embarrassed. I don't know. People don't really stop to listen. Maybe the right people haven't heard them yet.
Keanu crouched down in front of Marcus. Would you play another song? Just for me. Marcus was surprised. Really? Of course, if you'd like. Play your favorite song. Marcus took his guitar and started his song, Finding Home. This was his most personal song. I left my home to chase a dream, in a city bright and wild. But now I'm lost in lonely streets, like a forgotten child. Still I believe, one day I'll see the light that leads me home. In melodies and harmonies, I'll never be alone. Keanu listened to the song carefully. The emotion in Marcus's voice, the sincerity in the lyrics, and the mastery on guitar impressed him. This is wonderful, he said when the song ended. Really wonderful. Thank you. This song is very special to me. It shows. Every word, every note is real. Marcus's eyes filled with tears. He hadn't received such feedback in a long time. Do you work with music? Keanu smiled. I'm an actor, but I love music very much. An actor? What movies are you in? Keanu hesitated. He was always careful about revealing his identity, but Marcus's sincerity had affected him. Maybe you've seen some of my movies. Matrix? John Wick? Marcus's mouth fell open. You're Keanu Reeves! Yes. Wow! I love the Matrix movies. And John Wick? Incredible. Thank you. Marcus was still in shock. Keanu Reeves is listening to me. Is this real? Yes. And you're really talented, Marcus. How do you know my name? Keanu pointed to the small label on the guitar. It's written there. Marcus T. Oh yes, Thompson. Marcus Thompson. Nice to meet you, Marcus. I'm really Keanu. Marcus, I'm going to ask you a question. How serious are you about music? This is my everything. I came from Arizona for this, fell out with my family, lived with difficulties, but I'm not thinking of giving up. What would you say to recording in a professional studio? Marcus's heart raced. I'd love to, but it's very expensive, even a few hours of recording. What if I paid for it? What? I'll get you studio recording, and I'll introduce you to my music producer friends. Marcus couldn't believe it. Are you serious? Yes, serious. Someone as talented as you shouldn't be lost on these streets. But why? You don't even know me. Marcus, I once chased my dreams in this city too. Back then, there were people who supported me. If I can give this support to you now, I'd be very happy.
2 days later, Marcus was standing in front of the famous Sound City Studios on Sunset Boulevard. He had a small bag in his hand containing the lyrics to his favorite 10 songs. Keanu met him at the studio entrance. "Are you ready?" "I am a bit nervous," Marcus admitted. "That's normal. I was very nervous when I shot my first movie too." When they entered the studio, Marcus was amazed. Professional equipment, spacious recording room, control desk. It was an environment he couldn't even dream of. "Hello, Marcus," said producer Jake Morrison. "Keanu told me a lot about you. I'm excited." "Hello, I'm very excited too. Which songs do you want to start with?" Marcus looked at his list. "Can we start with Finding Home?" "Of course. Let's begin when you're ready." When Marcus entered the recording room, his hands were trembling, but as soon as he took his guitar in his hands, he relaxed. Music was his native language, his natural habitat. Finding Home, Wandering Soul, City of Angels, Lonely Highway. He recorded his songs one by one. After each song finished, applause came from the control room. Producer Jake was very impressed. "Marcus, these songs are really beautiful. Your voice quality is also perfect." "Really?" "Yes. We can show these recordings to major music companies." Keanu was watching with a smile. The happiness on Marcus's face warmed his heart too. "Do you have other songs too?" Jake asked. "Yes, about 20 more." "Would you like to record all of them?" Marcus looked at Keanu. "But this would be very expensive." "Don't worry about it," said Keanu. "What's important is that your music is heard."
A week later, Jake sent Marcus's recordings to several music companies. Reactions started coming very quickly. Universal Music, Sony Music, Warner Records, they all wanted to meet with Marcus. "I can't believe it," Marcus said to Keanu on the phone. "Universal Music called me. See? They just needed to be heard by the right people. It's all thanks to you. I don't know how to thank you." "The best thank you is being successful, Marcus." The first meeting was at Universal Music. Marcus had never been in such a professional environment in his life. "Marcus," said A&R director Lisa Chen, "your songs are very impressive. Especially Finding Home and City of Angels are wonderful. Thank you. We want to offer you a deal. We'll support your first album." Marcus's world was changing. 6 months later, Marcus's first album, Streets to Stars, was released. The album contained songs he played on the street and new pieces he wrote. The album's release party was held in Hollywood. Marcus had never imagined this. "Is this real?" he said to Keanu. "Yes, Marcus, very real. And this is just the beginning." "The beginning?" "Yes, you're going to accomplish much bigger things." After the album was released, it started playing on radio stations. Especially Finding Home was very popular. Marcus was now playing not on the streets, but in clubs and small concerts. A year later, Marcus's songs began to be used for major film soundtracks. The song City of Angels was featured in a romantic film soundtrack. "Marcus," said his manager Tom Wilson, "there's a very big offer." "What kind?" "You're going to open at Madison Square Garden, opening for a big concert." Marcus couldn't believe it. "At Madison Square Garden?" "Yes, you're going to take the stage in front of 20,000 people." This was a huge step for Marcus. Just 2 years ago, he was playing on the streets. On the night of the concert, Marcus was very nervous backstage. "Everything will go well," Keanu told him. "You're doing what you were born to do." "What if I can't do it?" "You will, because this is your music. You live it.
When Marcus took the stage, the crowd welcomed him enthusiastically. 20,000 people were chanting his name. "Hello, New York," said Marcus. "I'm Marcus Thompson. 2 years ago, I was playing on the streets in LA. Being able to be here tonight is thanks to a special person who believed in me." The crowd listened curiously. "I'm singing this song for the man who first really listened to me." He began singing "Finding Home." 20,000 people listened in silence. When the song ended, he received a standing ovation. Marcus couldn't hold back his tears. Backstage, Keanu was waiting for him. "You were magnificent," he said, hugging him. "It's all thanks to you." "No, Marcus, this is the result of your talent, your work." In 2021, Marcus was now a recognized musician. His second album, Rising Star, had been released and achieved great success. He had been nominated for Grammy Awards. "Can you believe it?" he said to Keanu on the phone. "I've been nominated for a Grammy." "I believe it. You deserve this." "Keanu, I want to ask you something." "Ask." "Would you come with me to the Grammy ceremony? None of this would have started without you." "Of course I'll come, Marcus. It's very honoring." On Grammy night, Marcus won the Best New Artist Award. As he went up on stage, he pointed to Keanu. "This award isn't just mine," he said into the microphone. "It also belongs to a special friend who listened to me one afternoon at Venice Beach." After Marcus became successful, he wanted to share his experience with other young artists. "Keanu," he said one day, "I want to establish a foundation." "What kind of foundation?" "One that supports musicians playing on the streets, providing them with studio facilities, music education, instrument assistance." "Great idea." "Thompson Music Foundation. Would you also be among the founders?" "Of course." After the foundation was established, it helped hundreds of young musicians. Many achieved great success. Marcus was now concerned not only with his own career, but also with others' careers.
In 2022, Marcus returned to Venice Beach after 3 years, but this time to give a concert. Marcus Thompson Homecoming Concert, a big open-air concert, was organized at Venice Beach. Thousands of people attended. In the middle of the concert, Marcus said something. "3 years ago, I was playing on these streets. No one was stopping to listen, but one man stopped. That man changed my life." He pointed to Keanu in the crowd. "Keanu Reeves, my first listener, my first supporter, my greatest inspiration." The crowd gave Keanu a standing ovation. Keanu came on stage. "Marcus," he said into the microphone, "you didn't just realize your own dream, you made hundreds of young people's dreams come true too." The two hugged on stage. Thanks to Marcus's foundation, many young musicians were discovered. Sarah, a 19-year-old girl, released her first album thanks to Marcus's foundation. David, 21 years old, signed a contract with a major music company. Elena, 18 years old, became backing vocals for a famous singer. They had all been inspired by Marcus's story. "It's wonderful to see," Keanu said to Marcus. "You're now a source of hope for others, just like you were for me. This cycle will continue like this. Kindness is contagious." Marcus was now an international star. He was doing world tours. His albums were listened to by millions of people, but he still visited that corner at Venice Beach. That day when he went there, a young girl was playing guitar. Marcus approached and listened. The girl was very talented. "Did you write this song yourself?" he asked. The girl looked up and recognized Marcus. "You're Marcus Thompson!" "Yes, and you're very talented." "Really?" "Yes. Would you like to record these songs in a studio?" The girl's eyes lit up, and so the cycle continued. In 2024, Marcus's story became a documentary. From Streets to Stars, the Marcus Thompson story. The documentary also included that first encounter at Venice Beach. "That day," Marcus said to the camera, "my life changed.
Just someone stopped and listened to me. It's that simple. Keanu also appeared in the documentary. There was something special about Marcus, not just his talent, but sincerity. He wasn't just making music, he was living it. The documentary won an Emmy Award.
Thompson Music Foundation was now operating not just in Los Angeles, but throughout America. New York, Chicago, Miami, Seattle. It was supporting street musicians in every major city. "We've helped over 1,000 musicians," Marcus said at the foundation's annual meeting, "and 200 of them have started professional careers." Keanu was also at the meeting. "Marcus's story," he said, "shows us that sometimes small gestures can cause big changes." Although Marcus was at the peak of his career, he had also found his personal happiness. In 2023, he married music producer Emma Collins. "You are my most beautiful song," he had said to Emma at the wedding ceremony. Keanu had also been best man at the wedding. "Seeing Marcus's happiness," he had said in his speech, "is the greatest reward for me." In 2024, Marcus and Emma's first child was born. They named her Hope. "Hope," Marcus said to Keanu, "because you gave me hope, I want to bring it to the world." In 2024, Marcus started a very special project. He released an album called Street Voices. This album consisted entirely of songs by street musicians. Songs by 20 musicians supported by the foundation were featured on the album. "This album," Marcus said, "will give hope to everyone playing on the streets." The album achieved great success. All proceeds were donated to the foundation. In 2025, a big celebration was held for the 6th anniversary of Marcus and Keanu's meeting. A special concert was organized at Hollywood Bowl. At the concert, with the theme 6 Years, 1,000 Lives, all musicians supported by the foundation took the stage. "6 years ago," Marcus said on stage, "a man stopped and listened to me. Thank you, Keanu, for listening to everyone here tonight." Keanu came on stage. "Marcus," he said, "you're not just making music, you're producing hope."
Today, Marcus Thompson is a world-famous musician, owner of 3 Grammy Awards, an artist who has sold over 20 million albums. But his real legacy is the hope he has given to thousands of young artists through the Thompson Music Foundation. That old corner at Venice Beach is now called Marcus Thompson Corner. There's a plaque here, where dreams began. Every musician has a story. Marcus still goes there regularly. Sometimes he takes his guitar and plays his old songs. People stop, listen, remember those old street musician days. "That corner is my home," says Marcus, "the place I started, where I found my identity." Keanu says this about Marcus's story. "That day, when I was walking at Venice Beach, I just listened to a musician, but I later realized I had actually done much more. Sometimes we make small choices in life, but their impact is very big. Marcus's success taught me this. Talented people are everywhere. We just need to see them, hear them, and support them. That day, I just stopped and listened, but this simple act changed thousands of people's lives." Musicians supported by Thompson Music Foundation also started establishing their own foundations. Sarah Miller, the first female musician supported by the foundation, now established an organization supporting female artists. David Chen, an Asian American musician discovered through the foundation, started a program focused on minority musicians. Elena Rodriguez created a fund supporting Latin music. "It's wonderful to see," says Marcus. "We're giving the support we received to others. This will continue like this." In 2024, one of the young musicians supported by the foundation, 16-year-old Alex Turner, released his first album. "Marcus Thompson is my hero," says Alex. "If it weren't for him, I'd still be playing on the streets." Alex's story is very similar to Marcus's. He came from a small town to the big city, chased his dreams, was discovered with the foundation's support. "This cycle is beautiful," says Keanu. "Each generation gives hope to the next."
"That day when I was playing at Venice Beach," says Marcus, "I was just thinking about getting through that day. I was trying to earn money for food. But Keanu stopping completely changed the direction of my life. Now I think, what if Keanu hadn't been there that day? What if he had chosen a different path? Maybe I'd still be playing on the streets. But it didn't happen that way, and this taught me there's no such thing as coincidence in life. Everything has its time. I'm grateful to Keanu, but not just for the opportunity he gave me, for the values he taught me, the importance of helping others, the beauty of sharing. At the beginning of 2025, Marcus and Keanu met again at that old corner. "It's been 6 years," said Keanu. "Yes, 6 years. You changed my life." "No, Marcus, you changed your own life. I just opened the door." Her reminded me what I needed to do. Both looked at that old corner. Now a young girl was playing there. "Who knows," said Marcus. "Maybe she'll play on big stages someday too." "Maybe," said Keanu. "But what's important is the playing itself, because she's living music." "Exactly." Marcus took out a small box from his pocket. "I brought you something." When he opened the box, there was a small medallion inside. "First Listener" was written on it. "What's this?" asked Keanu. "You were my first real listener. This medallion is a memory of that." Keanu was very moved. "Marcus, this is very special. You're a very special person, Keanu, and I'll never forget you." "I'll never forget you either, Marcus. You're my source of pride." Today, Marcus Thompson's music is listened to by millions of people worldwide. The journey that started from that street corner at Venice Beach carried him to the world's biggest stages. But Marcus's real success is giving hope to thousands of young artists through the Thompson Music Foundation. The support Keanu gave him that day, he now gives to others. That day, Keanu Reeves didn't just stop and listen to a street musician. He saw his potential and supported him. The effect of this small gesture is still being felt worldwide today. At Marcus Thompson Corner at Venice Beach, young musicians still play. Each one hopeful, each one trying to write their own story. And who knows, maybe one of them will also play on big stages someday too. Because real music isn't just notes. It's hope, dreams, perseverance, and sometimes the power of a supporter who happens to cross our path. Marcus Thompson's story teaches us this. Sometimes life's biggest opportunities come at the most unexpected moments, and people who seize these opportunities can change not only their own lives, but others' lives too. That young musician, Marcus, who played at Venice Beach that day, is today an artist who inspires millions of people. And it all started with one man stopping. Because sometimes stopping and listening is enough to change a life.